All right, guys, welcome back to the message. It was about November of about 2014. 5 years ago, we started this self-directed journey. We just hit $100,000 in the account. I thought it'd be fun to jump in. I'm going to chronicle some of the milestones. I'm going to give you a blast from the past. Earlier on in the Independent Investor channels, catalog of videos where I talk about meeting financial thresholds. I think it's super important to set these initially when you start investing and acknowledge when they happen, because it's inevitable when they happen if you absolutely stick to a program. This is indicative of me sticking to my program. We've tripled the account since 2014. I doubled it since I threw down on the video that I'm going to jump into in this video. And I thought it was really a cool way to chronicling my short journey. To be honest with you guys, when we started the account up to where we are now, into the six-figure category at just over $100,000, guys. So please enjoy the video, and I'll jump you into the account right now. All right, this is a cool visual representation to show where the account started from when we picked it up with, at the time, Merrill Edge. So if we kind of show on the graphic here, I started the account with about 30. It's tripled since we started it in November 2014, so just shy of 5 years. So pretty impressive. Can't complain too much on this. And here we've just crept over. This is as the close of market today, November 26th, when we're filming the videos. Just a couple other things here. The 60,000 of total contributions, that's important to note for you guys that can max fund the Roth IRA account. I mean, you guys could have this funded up with zero appreciation within 10 years. So, I mean, just a very foreseeable, achievable goal for a lot of people. I've been able to do this in about half that time. So just to show you the power of the market here, it's rendered 6,500 in dividends. I've got this portfolio as a whole rendering a significant amount. This is just the one Roth IRA account. So you can pretty much double this and a half for the amount of dividend income that's to be expected from this portfolio. And then finally here, the actual performance of the portfolio. So I liked this display. I thought it was good to show historically. I'm going to show you guys a video from when we were about right here in April of 2017. I'm going to show you a video I put out on YouTube in the course of this video. And we're going to talk about financial thresholds and really try to drill down for new investors how to set and meet those financial goals for yourself. So guys, thanks for tuning into this visual representation of the account of where we started and actually where we are today. So thanks a lot. I'll kick you back into the YouTube. All right, very cool. Something a little bit different here to celebrate the $100,000 milestone in the individual Roth IRA account. I thought I would take this opportunity to go back and review one of my legacy videos, and this is an oldie. This was filmed in April 16th of 2017, so about 2.5 years ago. I put this video out there to allow people the opportunity to set up realistic financial goals. Now, these are money goals. Okay, you can have any goal that you want, financial security, stewardship, etc. But these were aimed at breaking down barriers to entry for a lot of new investors who might not have understood why they're getting involved in investing in the first place. And I always contended, look, to get to that first $10,000, you needed to get to the first $1,000. Your goal shouldn't be to become a millionaire. And that was a lot of the questions that I got when I first started the channel is, Ryan, I want to be a millionaire. How do I get there? Well, try saving your first $1,000 and you might have a shot. And going through those different barriers that a lot of people, when they start investing, they don't think that it's possible to get to their first 10,000 or 50,000 and beyond. So I'm going to play these clips and I'm going to respond to the way it was 2.5 years ago. Now, keep in mind, when I did shoot this video, we were just over the $50,000 step or goal. that's outlined in this video. So we had about 56,000 in the account. And in just about 2.5 years, we've been able to double the account value. This is the first account that I've ever put over into the 6-figure mark. And so I thought it'd be fun to go back and review kind of a little bit of a blast from the past on the channel and really revisit what it was I was talking about with this topic.
Cash protect dollars as quickly as possible, the more that money can run and accumulate wealth for you going forward, okay? Now the third goal here is step to $50,000, okay? At $50,000 when you're within your self-directed Roth IRA account, the reason I put this on here as a goal is this is when the account starts to recognize you as an elite investor. And you'll start to do away with some of the trivial fees that they charge you under $50,000, like the $4.99 or the $6.99 entry and exit fee to invest in stock. They'll start to give some incentive and start to offer, for example, 30 free trades a month. And this will allow you to maneuver within your account even free of charge. You're starting to become an elite account holder, okay?
No need to be an elite account holder anymore. It's amazing how the times have changed. And what I was talking about there has gone away. And so for new investors getting involved in the market, they've done away with a lot of starting amounts in taxable brokerage accounts. I think most of the Roth IRA accounts do require a small minimum to start. I know M1 Finance is about $500, but if you're serious about investing, you're going to want to have a little bit of starting capital anyway. But as far as the free trades and what I'm talking about there, this is the minutia that I had to go through to get up to that first $50,000. I had to incur a lot of those costs that have gone away now. So, you know, for the incentives that are in place for new investors, you're getting a premium offering now that just wasn't available before. You had to be at these, what I considered incentive thresholds. To become eligible for what I refer to in this video as 30 free trades. And, you know, that's a sign of the times. At the time when I was talking to investors, this was really before Robinhood, I think, even met the disruptor list. Maybe it had around this time been introduced. And that kind of revolutionized and started the discussion on free stock trades. But at the time when I made this video and I was an active investor at this particular time, they didn't have that. So I definitely wanted to comment on that and just let people know, look, it always hasn't been like this. It's really never been a better time to become an investor and start to enjoy the opportunity and the ease of entry to the stock market with using some of the new major brokerage houses as they're racing to zero.
And you will get here, guys. Again, you have to go with a layered approach. You have to meet your certain steps and goals in succession to enter into the market correctly and allow yourself time to get used to meeting goals. You have to get used to meeting goals, all right? Now, the last one here, we've got the 100K club. Once you get up to the 100K club, you've contributed to the account. You're probably maxing out your account at this particular juncture, okay? And you will get there, okay?
Yeah, so during shooting this video, this is really interesting because I'll allude to being over this $100,000 mark here shortly, and I think it was a total combined of all the accounts at the time of around $125,000. You know, it's amazing how money, if given the opportunity to compound on itself unobstructed and allow those dollars to be liberated and grow without the restriction of fees, we're looking at pushing a $500,000 net worth at this particular time. So just kind of keep that in mind as you listen to what I'm talking about here in this $100,000 goal.
Not offering things that are magic wands. I'm not telling you that I've got a certain percentage of return over a bull market and that's supposed to help you going forward. Guys, these are real and practical stepped approaches that if you contribute to and you take that first step and you say, I believe that I can do this, that is the beginning to your investment career. And
So it's pretty amazing how good information doesn't change over time. I could have just as easily thrown in the towel right here. We were 7, 8 years in a bull market. I had just over $50,000 in this account that I'm declaring to you guys that we're up over the $100,000 mark. And, I could have just as easily given up. Look at how I would have, look at how much profit I would have left on the table, having doubled the account over time. Stuck to my plan. And that's the real takeaway from videos like this. If you're a new investor and you're starting, if I would have started this account, you would have never told me that this would have been possible. This same account I started just over 10 years ago with that starting amount of $1,500. And at the time, if you would have told me that in 2019 I would have had over $100,000 in that account, I would have told you were crazy. So it takes a little bit of faith, and it takes a little bit of understanding that meeting these goals need to be acknowledged when they happen, and knowing that they are inevitable. Don't ever think that you can't reach these goals. It's just a matter of time when we're talking about these financial goals in your portfolios.
everybody has to take that first step. And on the Independent Investor channel, that is what I stress. I am trying to empower one investor at a time and trying to reduce some of the misnomers in the financial industry that you have to have representation, that you can't represent yourself to have exposure to the market, because that is just not true. And in closing, I would just like to offer, I met this goal a long time ago. I'm in this 100K club, well in excess of the 100K club. The only reason I offer that is to offer this. I don't look at that as some sort of success, or I don't offer that to somehow, validate my position on investments, okay? What I would say is, it took me too long to get here.
So what I meant there was exactly what I meant at the time, and I would say it again. Taken way too many winding roads to what could have been a little bit more of a direct path. And if you take anything away from the Independent Investor channel, it is this. We really try to outline the most elite account. We try to outline that most elite product. We really do put you in the driver's seat to success, and all you've got to do is put your foot on the accelerator and drive. We've made this thing probably too easy. And I think for that reason, a lot of people will talk themselves off the ledge, talk themselves out of the driver's seat, not do due diligence, not follow the path that has been laid out before you. And that's going to be the real unfortunate part about it, because I think in retrospect, a lot of my success has come from learning the hard way. And when I provide those lessons to you guys, just based on my own experience, sometimes they aren't as impactful unless you've had the opportunity to go through them yourself. All right. So I hope you enjoyed this kind of blast from the past. I knew that I had this video in the archive, had to go back and watch it. It's become a pretty popular video. I was surprised to see that there's just going on almost 4,000 views on it. So pretty cool. This is when I first kind of started the channel, hadn't been doing it that long. But the message was valid. It was valid then, it's valid now. And I thought it was really important to come on and talk about meeting that $100,000 threshold with you guys, and celebrating a little bit, meeting that financial milestone in my financial journey. So with that, guys, I'll kick you back into YouTube. I really appreciate you guys going back and helping me review this content, and really solidifying and acknowledging coming full circle on meeting this $100,000 goal. I'll kick you back into YouTube. Thanks, guys. All right, guys, coming back out of the account and coming out of reviewing some of the cool stuff, that good information that I've put through on the channel, it stands the test of time. It was relevant then, it's relevant now. You can make a very simple choice. Nothing that I've shown you in this video is anything special. Anybody can do this. It's extremely scalable. You could probably do it a lot quicker than me. That's the real takeaway. I think a lot of people will look at this and say, I'll never get there. And for those people, I do apologize. For those people that tune in that actually look at this and say, you know what, thank you, Ryan. I really appreciate this. You're offering a testimonial of what somebody can do with a regular working class salary and just allowing those dollars to work for themselves and work for you. What happens when you invest in yourself in a good program, an account that's going to work for you, and products that aren't going to restrict your dollars from growing over time due to the effective fees. So guys, if you enjoyed the message, please don't hesitate to hit the subscribe button. Leave your comments at the bottom of this video. Share the message out there with anybody that you know looking to get involved in the stock market. Pick up some easy, simple tips of breaking down barriers and introducing people to the stock market in the correct way. Guys, thank you so much for tuning into the video, and good luck in your investment future.